Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, May 7th, 2019. This is Jennifer. Off the top, I want to thank everyone who participated in the live stream last week. That was pretty amazing. It's only the second time I've ever done that, and I definitely felt like I got the feel for it a little better than when I did it last year. I actually turned on the comments this year so I could see you guys talking, which was really great. It felt very interactive, and I hope to do the same thing next year. It was super fun. I might even do one before then just because I really enjoyed getting to do that. I have a couple things to share with you guys today. I did get the wedding quilt top finished. It has borders and everything. I ordered a quilt back, which I went ahead and ordered it because while my ankle is a lot better, I can't actually stand for very long yet. It starts swelling up and putting pressure on my ankles. So I ordered my quilt back fabric. I chose the slowest shipping method possible so I wouldn't be tempted to go ahead and load it up the second it got here. So that should be here by the end of the week. My son's actually going to be home between his spring and summer term for like a week and a half. So I'm probably not going to do anything while he's home, and that'll give me a little more time for my ankle to heal before I quilt a giant quilt. So I think I'm going to save that and show it to you guys a little bit later because it is a gift, and I don't think my brother watches my videos, but I would just kind of don't want to take the risk just in case. I want it to be a complete surprise for him. What I do want to talk about are the quilts that are behind me. There are actually two of them, and I'm going to change the camera a little bit so you get the opportunity to see both of them. So the quilt top on the wall behind me is pretty special. It's one of two, as I mentioned before, and it came from a donation that Sarah from Houston gave me last year. It was right around the time I was doing silent auction. I think it was the week of the silent auction. She left a big donation on my front porch. For those of you who don't know, she has family nearby, and so we have actually met a few times in this area, but I think I was gone doing something auction related at the time that she came by, so she left things on my porch. And in this donation was a box that said calendar quilt. And when I was doing all that, that was silent auction. So I just put that aside. Anything that looked like it was a partial project, I just put it aside for later. And then that ended up in my orphan block collection. So when I was cleaning out my orphan blocks last week to put all the new ones in, basically I was just going through and resorting everything so that I had sets and sizes and colors kind of together. I found this again, and what this set was a calendar quilt that had been made by Sarah's friend. It was just like doing a temperature quilt when you do a different color for every day, but this was like a different fabric for every day, and I don't know if it was temperature related or what was going on related, but the fabrics are winter to spring to summer. That's what all these rows were, and if I haven't already, I will share a photo of what these rows look like. There were 4 of them. They were 120 inches long. 3 of them were attached to a wide piece of navy blue fabric, and then 1 of them was not. After hanging them on the wall and having a good look at them, I got my biggest ruler out, which my biggest ruler is a 15-inch ruler, so I got that out and realized that they were just over 15 inches wide. So I took these long strips and I cut them into 15-inch blocks. And then the leftovers, I pieced together and cut those into 15-inch blocks. I ended up with 21 15-inch blocks, and then the row that was not attached to the navy blue fabric, I cut those into 8.5-inch blocks, and I ended up with just a handful of those. There were just a few of those because there was a long piece of hand embroidery that I took out to use for something else, and then everything else was made into blocks, and those smaller blocks went back into the orphan block drawer. So from the first 12 of the 21 blocks that I cut from these strips, I put them on the wall and I played with them. I tried to do a rail fence, and the blue was too wide, and I moved them around, and I did all kinds of things. And then what I ended up doing was the simplest thing I possibly could. I have one of them where the strips are on the bottom, and then I have a row where the strips are on the top and a row where the strips are on the bottom, and I loved it. So I just pieced it together, and then I took the leftovers and put them on the wall, and I walked away because I needed a break. And then the next day I played with those. So the final 9 blocks of this set that I had cut out of all of these strips, some of them were a little bit different. I tried to use the more regular ones in the first quilt top, but some of these had like Like this one had a big navy blue here, and this one had a big navy blue there. I just moved them around until I got a design that I found pleasing, and then I pieced them together. It's just a 9-patch, so this will make a good medium-sized quilt for Linus, and then the one behind me, this one here, will make a really nice teen-size quilt for Linus. I'm hoping to quilt these before I quilt the wedding quilt because I haven't touched my mid-arm in almost a month, so I want to practice a little bit before I work on the wedding quilt. So probably what I'll do is I'll do one with a meander, and then I'll do one, I'm thinking of doing sort of a square meander on the wedding quilt, so I'll practice that first on one of these. Because there's so many pieces of navy blue that are just big chunks, I have some really cool variegated rainbow thread that I'm going to use on these so that there's rainbow thread in the navy blue, just to give it a little more interest and kind of add some texture to those solid pieces of fabric. And now that I've talked about the little bit of sewing that I have gotten done, it's time to talk about the 10th anniversary of Talk to Me Tuesday. We had over 60 videos. There were 50 some odd videos, not including mine, and then we have 2 prizes. So I sent Rainey all the names of everyone who participated so she could draw a prize for the thing that she's made to give away, and I'm gonna draw a prize for the stuff I'm giving away, but I wanted to give you a quick recap first. So the winner gets this handy quilter bag full of goodies. I got this at Houston at the Quilt Festival one year, and I have put some goodies in it that I collected up. Some of them are from things that other people have given me to give away, and some of them are things that I really like, so I just put them in the bag. So to start out, we obviously have fabric. I've got a grunge layer cake, I've got a grunge charm pack, and I have a Northcott charm pack. This is Artisan Spirit Sandscapes. I'm also including some fray block. This is what I use when I use my serger to keep my serged ends from coming apart, but this is good for so many other things, and I like it better than fray check because it doesn't turn yellow. You're getting my favorite seam ripper that is not a scalpel. I do use a Havel scalpel style seam ripper most of the time. The Seam Fix that has the eraser on it. This is amazing because you can get all the little bits of thread out when you are ripping your seams. You're getting a package of Goody ouchless hairbands. This is what I use to control my thread. I put these on all of my thread spools and it keeps it from unwinding all over the place. You're getting the rest of my rainbow stickers from Rainbow Cascade. These were part of my giveaways when I was doing the Rainbow Cascade quilt along, and these are all that I have left, so I think it's maybe 4 or 5 sheets of rainbow stickers. You're getting some Wonder Clips because everyone needs Wonder Clips. I use these for absolutely everything. This quilt top is hanging from my IKEA bins with Wonder Clips right now. I use it in paper piecing, I use it in regular piecing, I use it to clip things on the wall. These are fantastic. And last is just a little bag of goodies. There's a seam presser. My very favorite lip balm is in there. There's some Talk to Me Tuesday Fandom and Stitches sew hooked buttons and stickers. And there is, if I can find it, there's a little keychain that says I heart crafting. So that's everything in my goodie bag. And now that you know what you're getting, let's go ahead and find out who's getting it. So my name is not in here, obviously, because that would defeat the purpose. Everyone who made a video during the month of April and it was posted to talktometuesday.wordpress.com, your name is in here. I just went down the list and typed everybody's name all the way back to the beginning of April, and this is the same list I sent to Rainey. And let me do this so you can see. There's just one winner, so let's find out who it is. And Jeannie's gonna be our winner. So congratulations, Jeannie. I'm really happy you joined us. Happy you were posting videos all month. And it's good timing because now that your sewing room is all done, you'll have a place to put all this cool stuff. So that's all for updates for me. I do want to remind you that the Quilt Your Own Adventure event is happening on Fandom and Stitches, and if you haven't joined us yet, please do check it out. It's a very unusual event, and it really is a build your own quilt along, and I'm looking forward to seeing who's participating and what people are going to be making. I've already heard some really great ideas. Tomorrow will be our very first day for sewing, so it's going to be our sewing week 1. So last week was preparation week, it was get ready to do this week, and tomorrow we start sewing week 1, and that's whatever your week 1 blocks are, that's what you will make. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to fandomandstitches.com and look at the worksheet and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's super simple and it is made to help you build whatever quilt along you want to have. That is all for me. You guys have a wonderful week, you have a crafty week, and I will see you next week. Bye. you.